what?
That's me. Huzzah, me. Fear
Sundrin of
me.
House Eniac.
I'm the good guy.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this all marked up.
I'm gonna be honest. I
Right.
didn't know I was playing. I thought I was casting. So I don't know
Yeah.
what I have.
No, you don't have to choose anything. So the way this is gonna work is that Ninja is gonna like click through all of the menus and
I
hopefully we'll
see.
select the right things that we need in order to build armies based off of our rule sets. And then you guys are just here to observe.
Okay,
so
I'm gonna
because
go
you're
fuck
in
it
the
up by attacking somebody. Goodbye.
yeah.
I'm gonna build my God-given farm, my right to a farm over on the right here, out of the way. This is
Oh,
my farm.
don't grab land between like
I
the
know.
people who are actually
I built
fighting.
it on
So
the right,
which
overlooking
color
the void.
is which color
Jesus.
is All right, so Ninju is blue and I am orange.
This
So
is,
we just need to be able to fight. Maybe we'll end up fighting in the forest if nobody has any forest abilities. We'll see.
This void is pretty terrifying.
Good.
I don't know if I'd want to live on a world like this.
Ah, no, it's
Are we
peaceful up
leaving?
here.
We're leaving unit levels on 2, or are we bringing that down
No,
to 0?
go down to 1. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I think at 2, there's like some niche cases you can do where you, if you assemble everything right, you get to make a bunch of tier 1 elementals that immediately evolve.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid. -1 unit metal, like just starting at 1 unit metal is usually pretty good.
Okay, 1 strategic.
Which one of you is red?
I am orange in the upper right. I think red probably is Winsleya then.
Okay, so let me rephrase that. As a colorblind person, which one of you is the barbarian with the spider fang banner?
Are we
I
allowing
don't know what my
miscellaneous
banner
items?
looks like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's me. That's me.
Okay. Yeah, orange. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I said orange, of course.
Yeah.
Do we have item uniqueness? Is that important?
I don't think that's important. I've never turned that on.
It was on by default, but I turned it off.
Okay. I don't think it matters.
I think that's
But
everything.
I guess we'll find out.
Oh my god. Did you make this
Maybe.
faction, Winsleya?
This is a pre-made faction. You don't know Sundrin?
That's what I messed up.
I think she was in Age of Wonders 3, but
6,
I'm
right?
not sure about beforehand because I didn't play 2. I think she was a
Oh,
new
you're-
character
okay.
in Age of Wonders 3.
Okay, I'm sorry. Who's fighting who? I'm so lost.
I'm sitting off to the side. Sundrin is peaceful, will not participate, and is
Oh, okay.
is
Okay,
viewing.
I've made the settings.
Okay, so we've
We
got
won't have
Ninju
coins.
is the bluish with good boy. Is that
I
correct?
am a good boy.
Okay, and then Nurgle is Utgor.
Utgor.
Utgor socket stabber. Oh,
Good
That's-
name.
violent. Please don't put anything in my sockets.
I assume that was generated.
Brutal skinks. Yeah, did you generate this or did you make it yourself?
What's going on?
Your
The name.
My faction I made for myself. I wanna try to make a Chaos Eater do something in combat,
Okay.
and I feel like this might be the format for it.
Yeah, I was curious about your choice to be poisonous, herbivore, elusive.
Yeah.
You just really want people to leave you alone.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Just don't come near me. Don't touch me.
Yep.
You're like a poisonous dart frog. Like your
Wait,
defense is just
Yep.
staying away, and then if they do eat you, they also die.
The
Exactly.
reserve is half of
So-
1 tier, so
Half of
I'm
one tier.
Okay.
Yeah. So like you might choose to hold back 3 of your tier 1 coins. You might choose to hold back 1 of your tier 3s. Just kind of whatever you feel is best.
I always hold back
The-
the tier 1s for varieties or flexibility's sake. I mean, how many tier 3s do you have to pick from anyways?
Okay. I select my tier 3 unit.
Hey, what were the two traits you're not allowed to take together?
Oh, yes, tough and resistant. We should add
Tough
that
and
to the
resistant. Okay.
we should add that to the rule set because you are correct. We're not no tough and resistant.
I just saw good boy here with tough and hardy, and I was like, I don't. Is that the one?
Yeah, that's fine. Tough and
Okay.
resistant is not.
Tough and resistant.
I think
Hey, what are
tough,
you looking at my
resistant,
people
hardy
for?
is
You're
pretty
not
meta.
supposed to do that.
I am the.
Oh,
I am
he's
the
a commentator. He can do
Shockmaster.
whatever he wants
Okay,
to.
Here we go.
Oh, okay, sure.
It's extremely wide.
If you guys want, me and Gar can hop off while you guys are still finishing the builds, or not hop off, hop over to a different thing, so me and him can talk about what we can see before you guys are ready to
Nah,
review.
it's not a
I
problem.
think it's fine either way. I think if you guys feel more comfortable in here together with us, then like stick around. And then if you feel like it would be more fun to be in a different group, then pop over.
Wait, uh-oh. Hero cap
We
is
got
one.
one.
I set it to 1 because I figured
Yeah.
you... Well, hold on, I
Yeah,
have
that should-
one.
that
Why am I
should
not
be-
allowed to buy
Increase
my
cap,
hero?
increase cap. It's a button.
Yeah, decrease cap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it's one of the just the interface things that changed with the latest update, so it's just a little finicky.
Yeah, okay. Alright, let me know when I'm allowed to look at my opponent. Oh, I should deal with my heroes.
Yes, there's always something. Don't forget any of it.
Where's that item forge? Doesn't look
Ooh.
like it spawned.
That's consideration for the future. 4 players might delete our item forge.
Oh,
Wait,
did the item forge get deleted?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it ain't around.
Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Well, I guess that's good to know that you actually cannot cast 4 players.
The item
Alright,
for-
well-
I can build one in my city, and then it's available.
No, so like
No.
there's an item forge on the map that you can click on and get all the items from.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Oh no.
I'm willing to play it with just no items, but my build was not like super duper item dependent. That's kind of up to you.
I
Didn't you-
don't
if-
really care.
I don't really care either.
Well, let's do it.
Okay,
But
Next
this
cool.
does mean that let's in the future we're gonna need probably like if we're doing 2 people casting, we're probably just gonna need somebody to cast it through Discord and then somebody else to just like use
Honestly-
Discord to cast to YouTube.
yeah,
I
I'm
don't
cool with that.
entirely dislike just saying heroes don't get items either.
Me
You can
neither.
also test it
Yeah.
by, like, can you change map size or anything like that? Maybe this was just a
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, if we increase map
artifact
size,
of
that
the-
might
of
help.
Yeah.
I'm happy just testing no items here in Inju, because it does
Uh-huh.
make the hero stronger. But I think that like overall, I don't hate items. I think that they can add some flavor if they're held down, and because we don't play with like insanely high level stuff, then we usually do a pretty good job of that.
This
Mhm.
one too. Hello.
Really want to talk about what units you guys are bringing, but I want to wait until both people have all their stuff so they don't. I guess you can look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't really matter. I'd just be saying things you already can see.
Just use like code words. Don't call it by its name.
Okay. There's a good boy here, and it has a furry shield. This is not gonna work. I sound like an idiot. I sound like somebody's grandma trying to explain this game.
yeah,
Okay, there's
exactly.
a guy with a bunny mask, and he's not wearing a shirt. And he's got a staff.
I do love that mask though.
Yeah, it reminds me of BioShock and the New Year's party masks.
I just when I see these units in their design, I think of the Therians in Planetfall, and they're the little bouncers. Those guys are so fun.
Oh my god, they were fun. Yeah, you just give them the the bleed, the flechette ammunition. Jump in, set everybody ablaze with bleeding. Those were fun. I love their snipers. Their snipers were, in my opinion, a unit that could be used in almost any situation.
Oh, I
With-
totally agree.
Yeah.
I didn't use a lot of the sniping units, but the utility of healing on the sniping
Yes,
shot was
they
so
had
funny.
The Overwatch on a heal, just shoot health into somebody.
An
Then
Overwatch heal? I don't remember that part, but I do remember the heal.
Yeah, Overwatch. Sorry, no, I'm talking about Overwatch the game. Anna, the character,
Ah,
who is a sniper, but she could also shoot health into allies. So it's kind of like that. Really cool. And the Apex was it's a hard unit to use, but if you got him in the back line, he could just leap between range squishy units and murder them every turn. That was really fun to do.
yeah. No, it's good memories with that game. So
Yeah.
many silly little unit designs.
Yeah, like those.
To me,
those
the art style is the best. It's just like I do like Age of Wonders 4's art style. I think they've done some major improvements in terms of UI, but man, just the silliness of
Yeah.
those units in Planetfall. I don't think I've seen too many games that go to that level.
That's true. Yeah, like these, like, and why is everyone so ripped? Like these animists, like, look at these guys. These guys are fucking ripped. These wolf boys got me turned. Did I say that right?
Yeah,
Alright, what's
man,
this
totally.
They just use magic. It's like a magic 6-pack machine.
Yeah, it's an enchantment you can get for your race. 2 mana upkeep per unit. It just gives them a 6-pack. It adds +1 physical damage because they're ripped.
Give me that. I need it.
Can I have that in real life? I'd pay 2 mana per round to be ripped all the time.
Truth.
All right, what do we got here? I'm not gonna talk about it yet, but I am gonna look. Ooh.
Okay.
God, I remember. Does anyone else have like a deep-seated terror when they encounter Whiteborn war breeds in this game? God, that's the scariest thing, especially when they're lizards and they're like poisonous. So they're like poisonous, undead. You can't scare them away. It's a single model. If they're like super growth or whatever. And then it's just like this infinitely regenerating monster of a unit that you can't scare away. So terrifying.
All right. Ninju, I have built everything except for my reserves. Are you ready?
Yes, I have.
To...
I've built everything except my reserves.
Okay.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, I would say necromancy is. Hey, we got another.
It's Sedge.
Oh, let me take a look.
Hey,
at your shit.
Sedge. I had to switch over to see who it was.
You're alt tabbing.
Oh, I got 2 monitors, but too many windows.
Yeah, I can stream through Discord if you wanted to see this way. But you will have to spend a lot of time
Chaos
looking at
Eater.
wolf abs.
Fascinating.
If said you were interested in a skirmish or something, or Gare, if you guys felt like doing anything,
Fury?
I want to cast this, but I also like if people want to participate, I want to make sure you guys have that option. You could also think
Yeah.
about skirmishing each other too.
Yeah, I
it's up to
appreciate
y'all.
that. I'd be interested in casting one, or you know, I haven't since I did the first one, that I was part of. So yeah, I'm interested in spectating one. Oh.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like sometimes it's nice to just watch and learn from some of these others. And I think
Yeah.
that this should be an interesting battle. I'm quite excited. I'm hoping that it doesn't just fold one on one side, but we'll see. Sometimes like you get like these builds like hard counter the other.
Okay, so we don't need a reset or anything, Ninju, but you've got 6 protectors here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that goes past the half of like 1 rank can be 1 thing.
Oh,
rule.
you're right. I forgot about
Yeah.
that for tier 1s. Hold
I-
on.
All of
I-
the tiers are you gotta have some diversity.
I don't think
Except
you get
there
your
is some
coin
way
back.
to-
I don't.
But
think-
don't worry about it. Oh, is there a way to refund coins?
If it does, I don't know if it's gonna reset your spells and everything. It's potentially that could be a solution. I don't know though. One thing you could do is end the turn here before you do that, and then next turn, if it messes
No,
things up,
there's no
reverbs.
income. Oh, right. Do the repair.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it'll we can just revert it. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
everyone just end your turn, so can like control click on end turn. But there is a way to do that, isn't there? Like a way to get the coins back.
Yes, there's
Yeah.
a button for it, but I don't know if it resets everything. I have a feeling it will just like get rid of your units, give you your coins back, and keep spells in place. I have no idea.
There's a reset game button.
Is there one that says just tier coins?
There's an exchange tier coins. There's not
Oh.
a reset tier coin. So we'd have to remake everything. Which is fine with me. Most of it was just figuring out which stuff I needed.
Yeah,
But
you gotta
I don't know if
No,
you want to bother with that.
There's definitely an easier way to do that, but like whatever, just fight. Like the point is to get this thing on the get this show on the road, right?
Okay.
Just
I
like
mean, I'm fine with that.
and
Just
Wednesday is Baddock around? Like, there's definitely a way to do this. Isn't there like a spell
I
that you can do
thought
for this?
so. I mean, I just looked through the spells. I see 3 spells that do things, and none of them seem like Ninja was saying. I think it might just need to reset everything, potentially.
yeah.
Okay, well
pretty sure
we
Master
saved
Reset is
it,
the
so
only
just
option.
click that, I guess. Like, what spell is this that you think you see that does all of that?
Reset game spell.
Reset game spell.
I don't actually have
Alright,
that
well,
one.
I
I
don't
think
have
as
access
host,
to that.
you
It
only
might be because
yeah
it's host.
Yeah. If you want
I'm
to
just
click
gonna
it.
go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, and that refunded all the
okay.
coins.
That
Oh, that
refunded all the
refunded all the
coins.
coins and probably uncast all your spells, but that's
And
it.
it did
It didn't
oh
make you
wait, no, it
retake
didn't
your
uncast my
tomes.
spells.
That is actually awesome. That's perfect. That's what we
Okay,
wanted.
good. Good.
Yay, less clicking.
Perfect.
I think your heroes didn't reset
Alright.
either, right? Which is
No, I did
pretty
not.
good. That's actually really helpful.
Yeah, it looks like the heroes are still the same, which is nice.
Okay,
So yeah, it's just like you can have up to for your tier ones, you can have up to 3 of something unless you downgrade a tier 2 coin.
Gotcha.
Is it gonna break things if I start sieging just for funsies, scares capital? Like
Maybe.
I wouldn't recommend it. I don't think that's a lesson we need to find out right now.
It's totally fair.
Alright, I'm gonna come stand on this hill and watch for invaders.
Oh, I
Watching
think
you.
I used my movement point, so now I can't move out. Oh, I could probably hire a hero though, right?
If you come out here, I will shoot
After.
you with this big gun.
After they do their fight, I fight you.
Let's see. Do you have a melee hero?
I have a melee
yeah.
We have a bow versus gun fight. I honestly don't know what would happen. I haven't cast any spells or anything, so it would just be.
Alright, I gotta get a summon for my spell, and I think that's important.
Wait a minute. Okay, fuck. Quick, level up. No.
Yeah, this would be after they do their fight, but I think it'd be funny to do a hero v hero since we're here. Just like gives us something.
I don't know what would happen with. It's so funny.
All right. What territory do you want to fight in? You want to fight in just like an open field, Ninju, or do you want to fight in a forest? Looks like it looks like the mountain did not spawn, so and the city ruins did not spawn. So yes, in the future we cannot test 4 players, but that's okay.
Unless we ask Badoc to kindly fix it, and he actually says, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Which I suspect he won't, if I'm being honest, but, we'll see.
I think he has more important things to do than to fix it, because, like, we can make it work with 3 pretty consistently.
Okay, hold on. Let me take a look at your stuff. Because I have to decide on my final pick.
Huh.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, you need to make sure you don't fight in the woods, right? That's, I think, the big consideration here. So maybe on that road tile that's...
Oh, we can fight in the
sneaking.
woods if you want. I'm not going to object to that. It's not a problem with me.
I think I know why.
It might be kind of fun to do something like fight on an iron deposit or a pasture.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Get a more unique.
I
The
could, yeah, we could
pasture?
do either one. It doesn't really matter to me. I think I probably guess that pasture is probably more open, with like a lot more just territory for people to ride around in, and then the iron is probably like hills and stuff.
So
Yeah,
the
the iron,
pasture
the
that's
iron is
close,
probably gonna give you some pretty major choke points.
Yeah.
that pasture that's close to you, Walker, is actually a forest tile. If you like click on it and try and hover over
Oh.
it,
Oh,
it
yeah,
says forest.
That one in particular is, yeah, okay.
The other
Interesting,
one
interesting.
Forest and pasture.
I think the other one would work
Well,
though.
it is hex, like hex particular based, and so like if your hex isn't that, it doesn't matter if like the whole tile is, because like you can get weird stuff with animal summoning based off of
Yeah.
like what the exact tile is, but that one is forest. It does say it.
Yeah, this
So
one
what-
that Ninja's on is actually a fertile plains. It's hard to see it, but you have to like hover over the army without clicking on it, and you can actually see what it's standing on. It says pastures, army of good, then fertile plains underneath that for me.
Yeah.
What gives the war god spirit in your domain? Is that a building? Is that just passive to barbarian?
Yeah, that's
I don't.
War Gods, something or other. It's their end cap building.
Oh, okay. I didn't recognize the buff.
Oh, we
Mm.
need,
So
we need to
who
pass.
attacks here? We gotta add some shit up, guys. We gotta do some fucking math.
It's me.
Math?
I'm gonna
After
attack.
spells, right? But we have to pass, I think, a turn before you guys are gonna be able to gauge there.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, okay, sure.
yeah, just Garrett needs to pass, I think.
Look, I'm trying to position my units. Okay.
An observer.
Yes.
Okay,
This
so
is
looks like
1v1v1. We're all equally matched.
Yes.
Your-
all equal.
your power level is 2207.
Are you gonna
Mine
do
and you're
spells first?
2023. Yeah. So go ahead and do
Oh, okay,
spells.
so I get to. Does that mean I'm the one defending?
You would be after, but we have to check for spells.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I think we'll
okay,
just
okay.
do offensive ones first, and then we'll do a
There's
round
only
of
one.
if you have defensive.
So yeah, it's I don't have an offensive strategic spell. So, do you have an offensive strategic?
I do.
Ha ha ha.
Ooh.
Oh.
And you have a good target for it too.
Maybe. There's a few things I gotta think about here.
There are some pretty interesting armies here. We got some Glade Runners, just like regular old Glade Runners, not mounted or nothing, with the Pack Hunter and True Sight. Why do you have True Sight on this unit? Do all Glade Runners have True Sight?
Okay. I know who I'm casting this on. Right here.
Rude.
Okay, now what's it at?
Yes,
now
Blade Runners
I
all have
am-
true sight.
I'm still up, but by 11.
Okay,
Instead
cool.
of by 200.
Alright, let me think about which unit I want to have be the defending stack. So I'm
Shuffle
not sure.
units.
What did you cast? I missed the actual cast. Was it
He
Blizzard?
cast-
Wait, if
the
you want to
Bird
fight
with
on the
Guilt.
Oh, okay,
pastures,
okay.
wait, if you want to fight on the pastures,
go.
he needs to stand on the pasture. The defender.
Yep, attack the pasture.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's what you meant.
I just
got
shift
it.
my
Yeah,
unit.
he
I
just
got
wanted to know
confused.
who he wanted on the pasture itself.
Yeah, who's gonna be the center stack is what I'm choosing.
It's an important consideration.
It screwed me over last time I played, so yeah, I'm gonna check that this time.
Oh my god, it's ominous. Why is this pasture so ominous?
The
I think
windmill.
we're in
It's,
some kind of evil domain.
Pasture knows
Extremely
that there's a
spooky.
big fight. Yeah,
This is gonna be
haunted
like
pasture.
as the two of you are nearing the end of the game, the fight, like an undead army shows up and you have to make amends and work together. I've seen
Never.
this movie.
I really hope.
No.
I really hope we hit a proper end on like the last skirmish.
That was so silly. Like like 35% of my army was still there in terms of like value of stuff on board. It was hilarious.
Are you talking about
I
me
think they
or?
No,
no,
there's one yesterday.
I had a game yesterday
Oh,
against
yesterday.
Maya, like one of my viewers in chat,
Okay.
and it was a really great fight. Like it was really fun, and we got a lot of stuff going. But then like at the very
This
end,
chat
I
to
still had
know.
my dragon
Chat to
ruler,
know.
both
Oh.
of my tier 3s, and a
Hello,
tier
chaps.
2 out of an army of 13 because we had to delete some of our tier 1s and we didn't want to like reset and stuff. And so like I still had like the bulk of the army there, but it still put into effect the like army losses thing, the
For
minus
you?
15 morale per turn for me.
Yeah, even though they
What?
both had
Yeah.
lost the same
And
number of units,
only
started
me.
with the same
We
number of
lost
units.
the same
I don't know if
number,
the
and I
tier of
actually had
unit was
higher tier
exactly.
units
Yeah,
than she had left.
I am so
Um,
surprised by that. How the hell does that work?
yeah. The
I don't know,
trigger. I
but
think
like,
we need to look into the specific
yeah,
trigger, but also it does seem like they've removed it in one of the mods, so Badok probably can remove it.
yeah,
If they've
it
removed it in
probably
the
just needs
evolve
to come
mod,
out.
you can take it
Honestly,
out. Yeah.
like if that's the way that it works in vanilla, then it probably just needs to come out of vanilla, period, because it was not working
I've
correctly.
never
Well, it's
seen
probably never been illustrated to them. Like
Yeah.
you were
I've
saying, they
never
probably
seen
haven't
it
seen
proc in a
either.
way that didn't make some sense.
It
That
made
sounds
it
like it
made
didn't make any
no
sense.
sense. It made no sense.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fascinating.
if you want to go back and watch it and see if you can make sense of it, I would love to
Yeah.
understand more of what
Like
happened because I don't
I'm
get it.
certain that it happened when she killed the scout, because that is when the timetables lined up. But like, she killed a scout, and that caused a dragon ruler,
Yeah.
2 tier 3s, and a tier 2
No!
to just run.
Our scouts!
And it wasn't like they were borderline on morale before then anyway. Like all of the negative morale basically
Ended up
that
losing?
caused me to rout was like, because it was like I didn't notice until the 3rd or 4th turn. So it was just like, oh, why is all of a sudden everyone grazing and fumbling? Oh my god, where's my morale? Oh my god, why am I on army losses?
So did you lose because of that?
Yeah, I lost because
Oh
of
my
that, because
God,
like
how
everyone
many-
just turned around and routed.
And you
How
would
many
have won, I
forces?
think, with the dragon
I
and the
definitely would
damage
have won
potential
with
you
the
had
pieces
there.
that I had
Yeah,
left.
it's just like
Yeah, like
unfortunate.
yeah, like she did not have the damage output versus the sustain that I had, because I still had an overseer and it was like in good health too. So it was just like patching up every other turn, and like it was, she was not able to chew through that damage. But you know, it's the way it goes sometimes, I guess. It's Age of Wonders 4.
You know, every
Right.
time you guys say why are you counting the attack damage before you dedicate anything, I will go back to that moment right there because it happens to me. It's happened to me so
Yeah,
many times in
but-
Planetfall.
But like,
Where I'm like, oh, I
think
got
if
this.
If
I
you're doing
graze.
that,
Oh.
you need to like make sure you're also maximizing your own damage, because like there were definitely some cases for me at least where I could have killed one or two extra units. Like I also probably could have avoided that problem entirely by
Yeah.
just making sure that I'd cast Keeper's Mark. I just forgot to cast Keeper's Mark, so I like wasn't using my tier 3 tome at all. But like broadly speaking, if you're not actually maximizing your own damage because you're missing like a stack of strengthened or a stack of marked or whatever, then like doing all of that math for 5 minutes is a complete waste of time. Because then like you'll discover that, oh yeah, I have a support unit that I haven't used, or I have this buff over here that I need to utilize in order to actually get good value here, and that really is like the tale of manuals most of the time. Is that if you spend too long looking at exact numbers, you're gonna miss out that like your numbers are a lot lower than they probably should be.
I don't know, man.
Okay,
I
but
actually,
also,
I don't know.
I genuinely have been able to make better moves by taking the time to pull out the calculator real quick. It happens sometimes.
Sometimes.
I love the visual effect of all of these primal units like hiding in the tall wheat, like ready to pounce out. It's so thematic for them. And then we get this like beautiful shield wall of these mystic shields over here from all these what are these called, warriors. It looks great. I also wanted to
It's a
point out that
good-looking
this
game.
Phantasm Warrior over here, if you click on it and take a look at the visuals, it looks like the model didn't load in properly. There's all these like overlapping colors and effects and stuff that make it look kind of wonky. It's really funny looking.
The Phantasm Warrior?
Yeah.
I'm not spotting anything off myself. It is funny that the sword, the like way the glows on the sword seem to work. It's like he's got little embers on it or something.
Yeah, it's just something kind of like he doesn't look like a. To me, it doesn't look like an ethereal version of a lizard unit with a sword and shield. He looks like some sort of rainbow nightmare ghost. I am excited for a Phantasm Warrior with the what's that called? I should know what this is called because I think it's really good. Magical Wards, yeah, which I think is one of the best racial transformations. Early, at least. So good.
Yeah, you're gonna see it a lot in skirmishes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I went out of my way this time to say I'm not doing Phantasm Warriors again.
I found Mighty Meek was a pretty Wards did
That
nothing
was
against
hilarious.
that Arbalist.
That was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, warding I think was like it was completely useless in that fight because all those units did physical damage, except for a tiny sliver of spirit, and then like I'm pretty sure wards doesn't protect from that.
I think the big problem for you, Winslaya, looking over it, is that you just did not you positioned everybody around a support unit when you were making your approach, even after you saw that he was all on physical. So like you were doing extra to reduce your magical damage income.
It wasn't just
like,
magic damage; it was status effect. That was the big concern. It was status effect plus the warding doesn't just do resistance, does it?
He was presenting like massive physical damage. That's what he was presenting.
So the thing is the warding isn't just resistance. It is extends zone of control over adjacent hexes plus 2 defense, right? So is that not something that extends to the adjacent hexes, or is it just? Oh wait, no.
It's just
warding effect is
just
the +3 resistance and +3 status resistance.
All right, yeah,
if
and then the defense mode is on
then
it
you
itself.
have to use the shield wall. The shield wall gives you +3 defense, and because Zombie was not really doing the status that he was inflicting on your units was dead.
Yeah, that's fair.
I point out this beautiful looking formation that Ninju has over here. This looks like an actual, like an organized military force invading this little pasture here.
I got a bunch of barbarians. The way they look is they're a bunch of barbarians.
Yeah, Nurgle over here. His formation looks like shit. I don't think he has much of a chance. No.
No, these guys they walk in on their own. They walk in on their own.
They walk in single file to hide their numbers.
Yeah.
You should do that. Make a single file column and just march straight up and see what happens. Actually, don't do that.
Yeah, no one will ever see it coming.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, there's just one unit. Single file. See, we have the luxury of seeing from above. They wouldn't know.
They have magic, eyes in the sky.
That's true.
Okay, let's see.
Oh my god. That's a really interesting thing to think about. What if the fact that we can move around the camera like this is an in-world like truth? That your Godier or whatever can actually like scry on battles like this and make decisions because they can see from above. That'd be so sick if that was like canon.
I mean, why not? It like, can be in your head canon.
Yeah, like where it's not me spectating, it's like my faction leader is watching this battle from above.
No, when I think about the battle from yesterday, Walker, I was just gonna say my biggest regret is not getting summons out of my animists. That was dumb. I brought them forward when they needed to hang back and summon. Obviously, the summons weren't doing a bunch of damage, but it was bodies on the field that I was missing out on, and I had a hero that I specifically took so he could summon, and he just wasn't able to get that online until like turn 6 or 7, I think, and that's just a problem. They if they're gonna take a staff that can summon, you need to summon. You need to just do that.
Yeah, I think that I don't know if there was a way for you to beat Zombie there because his build does look absolutely terrifying. But like there were definitely things that you could have done a little differently.
It was close
made
enough.
Big differences.
Yeah, I think it's close enough that you're right. I think
was
I
pretty
did
close
that
to the
thing
end.
where I get flustered and I'm like, I'm just gonna do this fast and dumb so I can be done
Yeah,
with
to get it
it.
done. I think you assumed that it was a lost cause and then actualized that assumption.
I mean, I just saw those Arbalest and like, oh crap.
Yeah.
How do I approach this? Like, they
I
just
I
kill.
do think that if you had shield wall in place, that you probably could have endured the first round of shots a little better. But like you also did need to be able to take down models on his Arbalists, and he was doing a really good job of protecting them. So I don't know. I don't know. Well, the world is an unknown space, I suppose.
I mean, I just wanted to become a meta that's just so powerful. It's all we start to see in our multiplayers, to the point that it
Yeah.
needs to get nerfed. I really want Mighty Meek to be amazing because I feel like the fact that lower tier units drop off is a really big shame. If Mighty Meek allows them to stay viable, I would love to actually see more things like Mighty Meek.
Like, I know that was kind of part of Planetfall, but like I don't necessarily think that it's a problem that tier 1 units are not viable on turn 40, because if they are, then like you've dramatically shifted the power of research, of knowledge, and like
People
maybe that's a good thing for people, but I really don't think that it's a bad thing to have research be important in a 4X.
Everyone wants their game to be StarCraft, where you continue building Marines forever.
I mean, do they?
I've never played,
Do
so
they?
yes, sure.
Actually be the voice of opposition here and say that I like the idea of tier 1s being viable. Not strong, not very strong, but definitely viable. And I think with racial transformations and enchantments, that is certainly something that is like you don't like, they're not useless. They're not useless late game.
Yeah.
I think it should be viable not necessarily to have T1 units late game, but to go really hard all in on T1 and T2 units early game and have that not just be crippling yourself later.
Yeah, that's tough to do though, because like they've already done a lot to buff up low tier units. Like the way that they've made it so draft and production are two different stats is a huge indirect buff to low tier units,
Yeah,
just to encourage people to use them.
Yep.
Yeah, but unlike
You can get out an army of tier
Yeah.
1s faster than you can get out anything else, and you know, action economy matters. If you've got 6 tier 1s versus 2 tier 3s, you know, I mean, I guess it's hard to say, but you know, I wouldn't know immediately who was going to win that.
the thing was in Age of Wonders Planetfall, if you wanted to get out tier 3 units like as soon as possible, you often didn't get a whole lot on the way there, right? So like if you're playing as Amazons and you want to rush Bombardarns, very powerful strategy, then your critical tech path gets you Grounding Harness, the tier 1 mod, and then 3 different unit unlocks that you're probably not going to use. Arborian Sentinel and Harrier. I said 3, I meant 2, because then after that you get the Bombardon. And that takes a long-ass time for you to get together all of the tech just to get through that much, right? Meanwhile, you're kind of playing at this major disadvantage. You don't have your mods, or you've delayed getting Bombardarns so you can have better mods early. There's this big trade-off that's going on there in Planetfall. Whereas here, you know, because of the tome system, first off, I think you're getting tier 3s a lot sooner, because you can just get them from tier 2 tomes, right?
Yeah.
But then also, on the way there, you're not changing what your research priorities are, really. You're still going to be getting all of your enchantments, all of your lower unit locks, summons, strategic spells, what have you, from those tomes that you're researching on the way. So you're really not giving up all that much to say, I'm just going to save up for tier 3 units. Whereas in Planetfall, there was much more of a risk to doing so.
I can't believe you remember all those details.
Age of Wonders 4, though, does have the slight disadvantage in that you can't control exactly what research shows up. Obviously, you could shuffle, but it has a cost. But that's not too bad, I guess.
It's easy enough to get what you want that I don't think it's really a big deal.
Yeah, the Grounding Harness was a weird mod. I don't understand.
Oh, it was a great mod.
I don't know.
I love
Arc
that thing.
resistance?
So that was very good in particular matchups.
Well, yeah,
but
sure.
more importantly, you get the stagger resistance in 1 armor, and you get it right away. which
Yeah,
is very, very good. The other stagger resistance mods that you get from like Vanguard and Devar, those are, you have to wait a little while before you can get those, while Amazon just gets them immediately. Plus, like, what was it? There, a lot of the most powerful stuff you can do ends up being arc damage a lot of the time. Like, it was a very good mod just in general, but then, like, occasionally, it was a very good mod just for the stagger resistance, and then occasionally it would just be way more value because of the extra arc resistance.
All right, so once
okay.
at the end, is it at the end of turn 5 I have to have killed something, or at the beginning of turn 5 I have to have
I
killed
don't know.
something?
I never feel like that's
hurt
ever
something, not killed
I guess
something.
we'll find out.
Hurt.
Or what?
Any damage is enough.
Or what?
Any
happens
damage is enough.
Does
Yeah.
Does it do that thing where the match ends?
Everyone's...
Yeah, you just auto die. Apparently, is what you do.
The attacker or the
you just
defender?
auto die.
The
entire army.
Attacker. Oh my
Wait,
god.
it just dies? Because
Apparently.
Yeah, apparently they just die.
I've never
in previous
seen that.
games, they would just, like, essentially be treated as if
Yeah.
they were treated.
No, I haven't seen it, but Amygdara said that.
Heard, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I want to see.
We've heard rumors that the entire army just dies.
And I think for that reason, it's really distasteful to hide in the back of the map, because, like, that just seems dumb. Like,
that is dumb. That is not what you're supposed to do. We could include that as a rule on the rules page, but I'm disinclined to want to add that simply because I want to pretend like we don't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could just put in there, like, you know, by turn 3, you have to make a genuine attempt to move up the battlefield. You know, just in good faith.
I mean, theoretically, can you hurt your own units?
Our actors act in good faith until they prove otherwise, because that's actually worked pretty well for us so far.
Well, but it might be worth putting in the rules just so people realize that, like, if these are friendly skirmishes and the attacker has that disadvantage of, like, they're gonna die if they don't do something, like, then maybe the defender shouldn't be a little shitter about it.
I think that's a good opportunity just to talk about, like, generally the vibe we're going for with these games and the matches. Like, I think it's a good opportunity just to say, hey, we're trying to have, like, a fun time, not just, like, claim we're the best or try to be the very best that ever was.
Off of skill, not based off of nonsense.
Yeah, and we want people to have a good time in the process too. I don't think, like, somebody winning off a skill's worth it if, like, everybody else has a miserable time in the process. Like,
yeah,
no, I don't want to be a part of that.
I think there is no skill involved in just, like, hiding at the edge of the map until people die because they can't walk to you. But
one time I was playing in Age of Wonders 3, and I was Dreadnought against a rogue, and the rogue had set things up such that the battle, this was, like, on my city, I believe. And the battle came down to my final golem versus his final Grimbeak crows. And he found a particular arrangement of tiles where his crows could just perpetually move so that my golems wouldn't be able to touch them. But I had figured out that I can extend the timer by smacking my own walls, which would count as damage and delay the timer. So for 90 turns... he just evaded me with his crow while I chased him with my golem until you hit the actual maximum turn limit, where it also does that instant lose kind of thing.
Nice.
I think I abused that in Age of Wonders 3 or maybe Planetfall a couple of times.
I didn't actually take it to turn 90, actually. I'm pretty sure I got to, like, turn 20 or something before I said, okay, this is fucking stupid, and just surrendered.
This is so stupid that it's not fun. I'm out.
Wait, does the crow have a ranged attack in that game? Because I can't remember it now. So he's just hanging out, literally.
He was jumping back and forth over an obstacle.
Oh, nice. That's silly.
Oh, I just realized the gremlins, when you click on them, make the same sound effects that goblins do.
I got a gremlin here.
So cute.
Oh my god, it's formation's doing stuff for me. Love this primal formation. Get your little zealous beaters in the front.
Mhm.
I love zealots. Just a simple boy with a club.
Now that they inflict condemned, I never really kept up on if that made them not trash or not.
I think
But
you
I'm
need
hoping it's useful.
enough. I find that autoing into zealots can be really annoying. Like you look at them, really, oh, it's just 5 tier 1s. Whoa, oh, I just killed like 2 units. What?
Yeah, so they do 11 physical and 4 spirit repeating. So they do 15 repeating damage to condemned units, which is pretty good. For just a little beater boy you can summon in.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just say I love the gremlin sound effects? It reminds me of the old, like, Jim Henson characters.
There's
So
there's
good.
so there's so much to love about this game.
Playing
I'm making deals with myself about how it's okay that like I'm just pushing everything into the middle into a giant fire evocation clown town for Ninju.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't
Yeah,
have
this will be
AoEs,
fine.
right?
I know he does. I can see them.
Yeah, I did a little AoE check earlier and was having fun thinking about what's gonna happen. I've got a game with a friend where he's got a stack of a support hero and 5 animists, and his goal is to start a battle and then just heal the animists, just heal each other off and then summon.
Mhm.
I don't know how that's gonna work out, but I'm curious to see.
I've already done that.
How's it work?
Very, very well in these lower
Oh,
tier
no.
games.
Oh no.
In fact, so good that I'm fairly well of the belief that unless you're doing something like this rule set where you can only bring 2 animists around, if you're allowed to bring 6 animists to a fight, then that's basically always going to win unless you're also packing animists on the other team.
Oh my god.
It's just
I don't
such
know, like,
ridiculous unit economy.
Maybe in skirmish,
Or
but like
unit action economy.
in Empire mode, like I fought against Winslow when he had like 6 animists and 1 with undead.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think that
it's-
was a great showcase of the animus.
I don't think it was either, but like they drop off so quickly in terms of their value. Like there's a reason why they're not using them a lot in Dread Reaper's server, and like part of it is that their economy is not fantastic, but then like part of it also is that like you need to get into a manual combat by like turn 35, because if you're not fighting people when the tier 2 unit is actually a unit and you're trying to fight against tier 4 and tier 5 units with primals, they just do nothing.
Yeah, no,
No,
I
you
think
guys aren't getting into manuals until turn 35?
though that's the thing, didn't you?
That
This is
sometimes
the maps are
happens.
massive that we've been playing on. I think we need to start
Yeah.
playing on smaller and medium again, because like
Well,
they're
the last,
taking a bit
no,
long
wouldn't
to
say
get
the
to
last
the
one that we
combat.
played on was large, and
I know.
like
My
multiple
allies-
players were crammed into areas where they had no space to expand.
Yeah, I
The
think
large one that
ended up
I
being a
was
mistake.
thinking of was my allies were too far away with Noctis, and we couldn't get to each other before Noctis was just like on our doors. It was just like a bit silly because we were so far away, but Noctis being underground was closer to me than my allies were. I think
Is
that
true?
yeah, he was closer. I think I counted it afterwards, and he was closer to me than my allies were. And it was
That's
a
interesting.
problem.
Like,
Well, his
the
first city
RNG
that
is
he
just not
had,
great in Age of Wonders 4, like period, is a big problem.
his first city he had was bordering my free city that I got of my race within like 10 turns of the game. And then he was on my border trying to invade. So it was a bit of annoying. But I just think I like fighting players earlier, so smaller
Yeah.
to medium works well for that. But if like we're trying to let people build up and have those later game toys, there is a place for large. I just don't I prefer tighter maps so that we can have more combats against players earlier.
Yeah, I just like I think
They
you
can also be a pain.
probably would benefit from like there's got to be a resource or a tool somewhere for like learning more about the RMG in Age of Wonders 4, but like by and large the starting distance between players is mostly aesthetic. It doesn't affect the size of the map, just like where the players are on the map. The size of the map comes from the numbers of players on each layer, which is why things like adaptation and like underground spiders are such a troll pick in Age of Wonders 4, because they change the number of players on each layer, but which dramatically changes the size of the map, but then also doesn't like make anybody it doesn't really help when it comes to your unit spawn location for your city, because like you can spawn really far away nominally, but on a very, very small map, and the nominal distance is just based off of where your cave ends up. I think they just need to like revisit underground entirely, because I think part of the problem there on that map was also that Noctis is underground, and that just like screws up map generation.
Yeah.
But like the overwhelming majority of the size of the map that you play on comes from the number of players on each layer, and then like how the distance between players is mostly there for vibes.
I know what you mean. I've seen that too. Like on the smaller maps, if you can make your way out to the edge, all of a sudden you've got all this room to build a massive empire. But I think
Yeah.
starting closer to enemies leads to more interesting fights like these skirmishes, where things are
Yeah,
generally more like flat or even. And I just
I
prefer
think that
less of like a stomp,
Hey,
you know?
Hey, quick question: is inspiring chant outlawed here?
yeah,
I just realized that I
Yeah.
have access to it.
you can't use
Ooh.
overchannel for a double inspiring chant. You can't overchannel
But
can't
I
be used
can
to cast
just-
the same spell,
I
but you
can
can
just
absolutely
inspiring
cast
chant right
inspiring
now.
chant. Yeah.
Wait, did zombie use that against me? Is that what happened?
Okay, so all right. Oh, you know what? This isn't exactly low tier, since we've got the higher tomes now.
Yeah, we have higher tier tomes. Like inspiring chant
Yeah,
is
it's fine.
a very powerful effect, but there are tier 3 tomes available, so it's not broken like it is in tier 1 tomes fighting against each other.
Yeah.
Like this is in a universe where if you bring a dragon ruler, then you get to use roar. Oh my god, I forgot to do damage last turn. Forgot to do any damage last turn. I guess we're gonna find out. Is it
Oh
at the
my
beginning of
God.
turn 5, or is it the end of turn
We
5
have
that I
to
die?
Oh, I think he did use Inspiring Chant, didn't he? Is that... Wait, did he have Tomaziel? I think he might have.
Yeah, he took Tomaziel.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
part of
just
why
used
those
it.
things were hitting so hard. Yeah. It makes so much more sense.
Oh.
So Tome of Zeal, Inspiring Chant, 10 morale, 2 strength if they have Zeal. So that's outlawed, huh?
No.
In low tier,
Yeah,
not
low,
in this.
low tier.
So we were doing games before that were
I
12
see.
tier 1s, 6 tier 2s. In that context, where you're only allowed to have 2 tomes, Inspiring Chant is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay.
In
Yeah,
that
it's a great
universe, it is broken out of like into outer space, but this is a
Broken
different
into outer space. Yeah.
broken in outer space. It is very stupid.
Does anyone know where the sheep are? It's a pasture, but all I see is wheat fields and sheep. There's sheep in the overworld.
I think these wolves
Uh-oh.
may
they
have
got
had
in
something
first.
to do with it. Yeah, because they're defending this.
Oh no. It's just a pasture. It's a memorial pasture. The last sheep lived here 100 years ago, before the wolves moved here. Uh-oh. Whoa.
No, we just took it last turn.
Oh my god, a
Hello.
critical hit.
A critical hit.
That didn't do that much, but that's because your units have like 9 resistance.
Yeah.
God, zealots with 9 resistance is illegal.
Wait. How did you mass distract? What was that?
Crossfire
What is that?
detonation.
It's frost evocation, baby.
No.
No, it's crossfire
That's so
detonation. That's
good.
what it is.
Crossfire detonation comes with distracted?
On this
No
hero
way.
does.
No, I think your hero
Distracting,
came with
okay.
distracted. Yeah, he's
Okay,
got that because he's the
I-
best hero ever, apparently. Jeez.
Well, that's upsetting.
Oh,
I wish I had distracted. My hero just buffs my tier 1 units.
Would you like to be flanked from the front?
Oh,
I would like to
wow.
not be flanked from the front, but come on, do your worst.
I mean, those guys are flanked, but damn, there's still 10 defense and 9 resistance. Those zealots. These are tier 1 fighter units.
Yeah?
Yeah.
These guys are ready to throw down.
I don't think any of that is from enchantments either.
God.
Yeah, it's not.
Why have I not seen distracted on a hero like this before? That's a pretty good way to build a hero, Walker.
I love battle mages. I just think they're fun. They're mostly not good in a universe where you're using tons and tons of items, but we forgot to we
So-
can't because the item forge doesn't exist.
He
So
made his
My-
own items with blackjack and hookers.
My
Yeah.
big criticism here would have been you should have saved Frostfire for next turn, dude.
oh no, I got other things that I gotta use.
Okay.
I just wanted to get the distracted down. Like the actual
Well, the
damage
distracted
on
only
Frostfire
lasts this
detonation is
turn.
awful.
Just wait till
The
you see
distract-
Frostfire Detonation 2.
Any
yeah,
attacks
you're
you don't
right.
do this turn are not going to.
Yeah, any
benefit
attacks I
from
don't. Well, whatever.
I
Like,
think he's got some
it
plans,
doesn't
though.
matter. I've got AoEs.
that. Yeah, okay.
Wait, do
I got
AoEs
AoEs for days. That battle mage is never gonna run out of stuff until you kill it.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
okay. Yeah, but it doesn't have
I've
a
got
bunch
all
of
of them.
2-hex AoEs. Well,
That's a
whatever.
good point. Yeah, the lightning one may have made a lot of sense because that at least puts some sass effects on some others,
Yeah.
right?
God, the symmetry of this formation. Oh, can't
Too
stop
much
looking at it.
symmetry.
I'm so excited. I don't know, something about a good formation.
One thing I do appreciate about this game is the shield wars means that you're going to naturally see a lot more formations like this.
Yes, the shield wall and the resistance aura from support and shield units is incredible. It's such a cool idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's such an
It is.
important consideration. Do you attack now? Do you just shield wall, or do you even go for the
Alright, Robin,
seduce?
anything you want to say to YouTube? You don't want to say anything? Why don't you tell everyone that you're upset with me because you can't leave the room yet? What do you think? Okay, no, he doesn't want to say anything.
Not so chatty today.
No. Let's see, I've got him right by the mic. He'll say something eventually. He's my little boy. He's my son. He's my stepson. I tell him all the time he's my only son, and one day he'll inherit everything.
That's good.
How very Egyptian of you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Everywhere the
Definitely
light
hit it right.
touches.
That's what we need for a culture.
Egyptian? They had that
Yeah,
in
like
previous
Egyptian
ones.
themed.
I think. Didn't they have something like that in one of the Age of Wonders? Age of Wonders 1 or 2? What was the Fire Guy's culture?
Oh,
Begins with an R. I can't
Where
remember
did
his
these
name right now.
misfortune stacks come from? Did I miss something?
He's got misfortune from mods. Unit mods give a lot of
You
his
didn't try to
units.
seduce me with the nymph?
Nope. I
Okay.
wanted the warding, baby.
All right. Well, let's see what I can do here.
I think you're gonna do something interesting. I'm excited for this turn.
Here we go.
Oh, your units are gonna be distracted on the attacks of retaliation. That's interesting. I hadn't considered that.
Oh, that is cool. Do you
Oh,
have,
good.
let's
Not
see.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting combo, is like ferocious and distracting. Is it ferocious
I
that
think-
where you don't lose as much for losing models in the unit?
No, that's a tenacious.
Tenacious,
Ferocious
that's
is
what I'm thinking of.
plus like 40% on opportunity and retaliation attacks or something
Okay,
like
well,
that.
that's also
It's plus
cool.
1,000,000, but it is pretty limited on what you can use it against.
God, this is making me want to make a distraction build. Like,
Yeah.
how do I best use distraction in skirmish? Dragon? Distraction prep?
Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Okay, good. I thought I misclicked for a second there. Would have been pretty upsetting.
This game, yeah, does that to you.
Wow, so...
I misclicked and disbanded my Tyrant Knight.
Would be very funny. Okay, wait. Can I just do this?
could summon in a guy this turn. I don't know if that's optimal.
There's a few things I can do. And I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Let's see.
Can't wait to see what elemental you get.
Me too. I'm excited.
Oh, I see what's happening here. I'm gonna have a bit of miasma coming down.
You guys have such wild imaginations.
Is that a wild thing to think?
I expect AoEs. I don't know about miasma. Did he go alchemy with this one?
Yeah, he
Well,
went
he's-
alchemy, so he's got
he moved
he's got
an afflictor up, so I thought maybe I
Yeah.
was gonna see a miasma shot, and then a
Ah.
tyrant.
he's got
Knight.
that. Miasma shot, I think, is probably
Oh.
not as good as using inspiring chant a second time though. Like it, I've got tools here that break weakened, which is like one of the main things, and I have like revitalize on my hero and a nymph. So like
Yeah,
the
I'm talking about
stacking
the-
a bunch of debuffs is not good.
Sure, I mean, but I'm talking about the attack from the afflictor that puts the miasma in the one hex.
Oh yeah, shooting
Yeah.
the spot.
I think
Yeah,
the
you can do
spell
that.
is incredible, or at least
All right, I'll be
incredibly
right back.
fun.
Give me 1 sec.
It's
There's nothing
it's
like
fun.
going for the world
It-
record of most debuffs on an enemy unit.
Yeah. And then your opponent has a wand of inversion.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Maybe I'm getting more lucky than I should, but I have found that the distribute tonic ability tends to take off the most severe status effect, not a random one. And maybe I'm just getting lucky.
That was
But-
not my experience with it previously.
Okay.
I don't know if maybe
So
they
it's
changed
just me,
it since
because like
then,
I'll have
but-
I'll have a unit that's like got sundered defense, sundered resistance, slowed, and frozen, and it'll take off frozen, and I'll be like, oh okay, and it'll do that like 3 out of 4 times, and I'm like, what? Okay, maybe there's some logic to this, but maybe I'm just getting lucky. The other
I'm
thing
pretty
that
sure you're
tends to
just
happen
getting
is
lucky
I'll
there.
get the buff I get counters the debuff that is the different one, so I'll like actually
Mhm.
lose 2 debuffs, which is really cool. God, I love that skill. I really wish I could see damage values. Boop. No, it's not bad. Not bad. Burning on everyone but the War Shaman.
Oh, hello.
Alright, it stepped away for like 30 seconds. Looks like it didn't miss much.
Too bad
No.
fire can't spread in this game. Can you imagine if this wheat field was just set ablaze and there's like 36 units dying in the fire?
Isn't there a spider location where you can light things on fire and then this fire spreading? I don't think that's like normal fire, but yeah, there may be a thing
Yeah.
like that.
Normal
This is-
fire.
This isn't your average everyday fire. This is advanced fire.
So,
Beat fight.
Well, you are doing more damage per strike, so that's a good sign.
It sure is.
hello, I'm back.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, the skirmisher
Back.
can't jump
dead.
yet.
Oh no.
Still not enough, huh? Damn. fairly safely make these moves. Oh,
Walker,
nice
I'm
crit.
curious what's going through your mind right now. Are you worried?
No, like if we lose a warrior on the approach, we lose a warrior on the approach. Ninju has plenty of ranged pieces to ensure that.
Spoken like a
There's
true
no way
general.
to prevent that universe. Now what I'm trying to do is figure out if there's a way for me to kill this ancestral warden.
As the famous Magneto, played by Ian McKellen, once said, in chess, the pawns go first.
Yeah, exactly. these guys, you don't need them.
Zealots versus warriors.
Yep.
This
These
is the
pieces are
appetizer, the
disposable.
warm up. I love Tyrant Knights.
Yeah, they're really cool. Are these wolf tyrant knights?
Yeah.
Do they have the?
Oh, no,
yeah,
they don't
do
have the
pack
white
hunter
wolves.
ability.
They
Oh,
do have
man.
Pack Hunter, though. I did put that
Yeah.
on all of my units.
Okay, they have pack tactics.
Thank you for reminding me, actually. I had forgotten.
You may have had that damage earlier.
Yeah.
These Tyrant Knights are the hottest wolfmen I've ever seen. And that's saying something. No. I love the zealot wolf, like their ears are flicking, like they're upset. They're just like little pissed off little doggies. Oh my god. God, Lupine is so funny.
I wonder what they're gonna add with well, actually, do we know if Eldritch Realms is gonna add any new things like forms?
I don't know. I wasn't expecting to get 2 forms and a culture in this one. I was kind of surprised by that. So I don't know if they're going to make the last one like big or if they're going to cool it a little bit because damn, there's a lot of big content been added. Like Primal is like 7 mini cultures, you know? It's like
Yeah.
I don't know. It was an incredible amount of content. And wasn't it like $10 if you had to buy it separately?
I couldn't believe when I saw the price. I was like all sitting here like thinking it
Yeah.
was like $30 or
Aren't
something
you
because
guys
I thought
owned by Paradox?
Planetfall
It must have been
was.
split into 7 DLCs and each one cost $15.
I think they just set the numbers a long time ago and stuck to
Yeah.
it. You know, like even
I
though the game
remember-
sold super well, they're like, this is what we want.
I know. I remember when they were bought during Planetfall's production, they negotiated with Paradox and basically was like, "This is the structure we want to go forward with for this game," and Paradox agreed. So
Mhm.
obviously they saw success with that, and Paradox agreed to let them. I think they're pretty laissez-faire with Triumph because Triumph knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
In my opinion, they're kind of like Ladrian Studios for 4Xs. Like, just give them all the time they need. Just give them time, space, and they'll just make a great product. Just
I
leave 'em
mean,
alone.
gripes with Age of Wonders
Okay,
4
wait a
aside,
second.
it sold a lot.
The behind you
So-
ability. Oh, unless it has charge resistance, is applied to the entire thing of has their defense mode canceled. So like the where that comment is weird on the behind you ability and did not do what I was hoping it was gonna do.
What happened? Can you explain what you did?
So behind, oh god damn it,
I know
behind
what the
you
gremlin
it
does, but
says
what did you hit?
it says has their defense mode canceled and removes retaliation attacks, comma
Okay.
unless the target has charge resistance, and so that applies to the entire prior statement. I thought that applied to just removing retaliation attacks, but I guess there's a reason I hate
Oh.
gremlins. They do not do anything.
Charge resistance, they also don't lose defense mode and retaliation.
Yes, they
attack.
also don't lose the
do
defense
they-
mode.
do
I
they
thought they
turn
just
around?
Well, I
it
mean,
just turns
it's-
around, but it doesn't
so
matter
it-
if they're in defense mode because there's no
That's-
flanking.
True,
So
but
it's
if you can-
essentially a
yeah.
long-range charge attack. That's
Yeah,
that's what it
sort
is.
of.
Yeah, if
Sort
you
of,
do have
yeah.
heavy charge somewhere, which is pretty rare now, you could bonk them
Yeah,
out of it.
you-
They'd be facing the wrong way, but that's I see what you're saying. Not
Yeah,
worth it.
you're not gonna have heavy anywhere.
I don't think I can even name what units have heavy charge now that they took
It's
it
just
away from
giants.
those ones. Just
Pretty
giants.
sure it's just giants.
Okay.
I-
I'm so glad they did that. I've always been a pike stan, and now they're so much more useful.
Yeah.
So I'm reading Eldritch Realms. It does say new forms, so we're getting new forms, story, strange monsters, and a new dimension to the game. And I
Oh,
think
no.
that terminology means we're going into the sea or something, the void.
Oh yeah, like a
A
Shadow
third
Realm
layer.
or something from Age of Wonders 2 or something similar. Yeah.
I think we're
Oh
getting
my
a
God.
third underground layer.
Underground.
No,
Yeah.
overground.
Overground.
Over underground. That's just the regular world. Over underground is the sky. Okay, this is great.
the
Oh, I
astral
work for
sky.
Triumph Studios. I should be their idea man. A new dimension.
Yeah,
Maybe
what
we'll
does that
introduce
mean, right?
Time mechanics. You can go back in time and change the outcome of things.
More undo buttons. Yes, yes.
Yeah, you can now undo up to 10 times. Oh god. Combat now lasts 7 hours. Pretty entertaining to just watch the gremlins though, because I love when their eyes they blink separately. Their two eyes, and they also face different directions. I'm not sure they were meant to be pulled over into this world.
Yeah. No, I was looking at them earlier. They're so cute.
Are they cute? The word you would use?
Yeah, they look like a cat that may have been like the runt of the litter or something. Something's not quite right.
Yeah. Oof.
They are. They're my favorite unit in the game. It's mostly because of their sound effects, but
They have 4 toes and 3 fingers. That's not right. I don't like that.
Yes, how?
So
Explain,
you're not allowed to
Gremlin.
do that.
Well, wait, no, my cat has more digits on the front than the back paws, though.
Oh, you got the double thumbs?
Isn't it that they have 4 toes in the back anyways, and then it's like 5 in the front normally, and then 6 can occur. But I don't have my
Oh,
cat in front of me right now.
yeah,
But I thought
whatever.
it was
Yeah,
4 toes
everybody-
in the back foot.
Alright, cat steady. Yeah, no, my heart cat from when I was a kid and a teenager, his name was Thumbs because he had that rare double thumb in the front on both paws.
That's awesome. Yeah, those cats are
and
cool.
They both had claws too. So he had the 6 claws or whatever on his front paws. Pretty weird. He was also a little murderer. He would bring us offerings onto our porch, but they weren't like they were like birds and mice, but then also like a half of a rabbit. And one time he brought us a baby turkey.
Saw.
That was pretty fucked up. There was just like a dead baby turkey behind the
Oh.
something on the porch. We would
Wild
watch him
turkeys are amazing.
under the bird feeder, and he would just climb up the tree and swat birds off the feeder before they could react.
It's their instincts. That's what
He
they
was
do.
He was a fucking legend. Rip Thumbs, best cat.
I once had a cat like that was pretty ferocious like that. And he got mad at a Labrador once that was walking by, completely oblivious, had no idea that my cat was there, and just like attacked his butt and like it scared this giant Labrador away. I was like, dude, what a wild cat! You just jumping at this thing that's like 4 times your size.
Yeah. Though Labradors are typically big softies, you know.
It's like he knew. He's like, this
Yeah.
dog's not gonna fight me.
The dog was probably like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Whatever I did, I'm sorry.
You just walked too close. It's
Yeah.
his territory.
I'm sorry I did this to you."
Okay.
Yes, what can you do from here?
Quite
I
a bit,
can't tell
imagine.
who's winning at this point. I think it's Walker. But also, it's just gone to Ninja, so he could do some weird stuff this
Yeah, it's
turn.
just
So
gone to Ninja. He's got some serious damage output here, I think. I think the other thing
Yeah.
that's like kind of scary here is that the Tome of Subjugation is going to be applying just a whole bunch of negative morale to some of these units. So like some of these warriors are already down to low.
Oh no. Well, some of them.
I can try to get around that because I did bring Rallying Blessing, so I'm not like this is unlikely that I'm gonna just immediately morale route. But Tome of Subjugation against low tier units can do some work if your
Yeah,
Tyrant Knight stays alive.
Is close to high morale on a lot of units.
He's going to be at high morale probably the entire time because he has the Rallying Blessing, or not the Rallying, Inspiring Chant. So he just like started with plus 20 morale on everybody.
hold up, Ninja, you can summon with both your animus this turn, dude. I think you're winning. I think you're winning this match if you can do that. Oh wow.
It's more I gotta figure out how can I best utilize that.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. As long as they eat actions, that's something.
Yeah.
I was playing a siege battle against just the AI the other day, and I dominated or seduced, I think, one of their battle mage units, like on the battlements, and it was next to one of their units, and then on their turn, their catapult tower attacked my battle mage that's actually theirs and hit it, and then the AoE hit their own unit as well.
Love it.
So their catapult just hit their own 2 units. It was so fun.
I love when the AI does that. It just makes you feel smart.
Yeah.
You're like, you dumb, me smart.
Yeah, yeah, you dumb, me smart. I feel kind of bad though, because sometimes like you seduce a unit, and then like you get to a point where there's nothing you can do with that unit or other units around it, so you just have your units just alt attack that seduced unit because you're like, well, sorry little one, but you're not going back to your other team. You're gonna die as part of my team.
Sorry, this is taking me a bit. I think what I want to do is this. Even though... Yeah, okay. Yo.
Nice. Rising Fury. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's
There
spooky.
it goes.
He's taking out the anti-large tools, so that way his Tyrant Knights can just destroy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Was that oh no, you're primal, duh. I was like, where's the Ancestral Warden? Never mind.
Some reason this indicated that I would be doing more damage than it's showing me now.
Which one?
Which thing?
Let's see. On these afflictors against your nymph.
What, do you have your pack thing?
Because boy,
there?
it would have been convenient if I could just kill the nymph, but I don't think the action economy is going to be worth it.
That's weird. When I go to your afflictor, there's like a missing status effect in the 3rd slot. I go shoot repeating crossbow, there's like a dot and then blank.
Yes, I saw that on a different unit earlier. And I was gonna point out, and I don't know, I got distracted. There was another unit that had that. It's in my recording somewhere, but doesn't really matter. Well, actually, it might matter. I guess it.
No, these guys should be having condemning, weakening, and slow on their things.
Yeah.
Inquisitor's Mark's a good ability. It doesn't increase your damage outright, but it's a good skill.
The Tyrant Knights have a bullet point with nothing. So the question is, Is the bug that there's an
Oh,
extra
wait, no,
bullet
they're
point,
there.
or is the bug that there's something they're getting that we're not seeing? I think it's just an extra bullet
Oh,
point.
Oh, the empty bullet point in
Yeah.
charge attack. Yeah, I think it's just an empty charge, an
Yeah.
empty
So the
bullet point.
Tyrant Knight and the Afflictor have an empty bullet point. That's interesting. I feel like I've not seen that, and then now suddenly I'm seeing two of them. Oh, this Animus back here has an empty bullet point.
maybe it has to
Spirit
do with
Blast.
the Rising Fury or something. Like
Yeah,
they
what the
had
heck
it
is
and that's
going on?
gone. I don't know.
The
Battle hasn't
Protector
gone
has
that long.
one. Yeah. Wait, do they have? No, they don't have Rising Fury active. What the heck? Yeah, there's a bunch of units with an empty bullet point. Oh my god, there's like most of them actually.
What did we do? Did we break the game?
So the Zealots
Congrats.
aren't missing anything, but like the range units, the Animists, the Tyrant Knight, not the Summon.
Damn it.
Interesting.
Okay. Oh shit! I forgot about Mana Unchained. God damn it. Well, here. You guys can have it anyways.
I've been there. I know that pain.
To the pain.
Yeah, did you guys know you can give your Whispering Stone to your starting city on turn 1?
Pro
That
tip.
thing that I never do.
Yo, that Afflictor does a lot.
Okay, here's what I do. I figured it out.
I was like, double grace? No, no.
Oh no! Oh no!
Did you just kill your own unit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he killed my own. He killed his own unit, but because it was mind controlled, the morale went to me. So when you mind control somebody, it counts as your unit, and then will actually like when you die when it
Yeah.
dies, you will lose the morale, not the
Interesting,
person you
yeah.
stole it from.
Jesus.
Oh, I can get some good damage out of these boys now.
There's so many wolves.
Yeah, the action economy is kind of absurd.
Delete.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the action economy is definitely in Ninju's favor, but a lot of Nurgle's power is still safely behind that front line that's crumbling. We'll see what happens on his turn, but the action economy might get him.
I'm hoping that I can get enough morale off of killing
Yeah,
something
you are
here.
in trouble here.
Like a lot of the intimidating aura is just like making my warriors fumble everything for
Yeah,
for
They are
For
next to
reasons, who
useless
knows?
right now, unfortunately. 40% fumble chance. Ouch.
yeah.
Oof. Look at all those debuffs on their morale. Yuck. Your chance to hit with your Chaos Eater is not good where he is. Not good.
He could kill my wolf with it. That's a good use of his Chaos Eater's turn, ain't it?
Wow, your Berserker's charge is going to do 9 damage if they hit those protectors. That is terrible. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
it's pretty spooky.
They need, oh boy. 13 defense? Jesus Christ. So they only take 25% damage, and your charge unit's getting no charge bonus. Oof. God, I'm glad I'm casting this game and not playing it, because I'd probably be the one getting destroyed right now.
These are really good builds. Like, I think this is, yeah, competitive.
The Zealots were like a last second flex in too, because I forgot about the Protector. Or I forgot about the split rule for the T1s, but man, they hit hard and they're not as squishy as I thought they'd be.
Like, I'll shout it from the rooftop. Zealots are great throwaway units, and you can even make them not so throwaway with the right formations and buffs and stuff. And then once they get like Once they get what's that steadfast from what's the thing that gives steadfast out to like zeal units? Can't remember, but once you do that, you can just auto anything on the overworld with zealots. So it's amazing.
Steadfast on zeal? I never play order. What?
Yeah, I think you can give them. I think you can get steadfast on. There's something in order that you can get steadfast out pretty easily, which I hate. I hate steadfast.
Oh, Keeper's Mark Sanctuary. The Tome of Sanctuary has something that keeps them alive. It grants them faithful, and it's different than steadfast, I think, but it works pretty much the same.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking. Oh.
Yeah, because this one's a
Hell
unit
yeah.
enchantment, whereas steadfast is like typically a spell. But it's, you know, same interaction.
Wow, you got the 1 hex charge bonus. Good
Woo!
job, man.
I did it.
Here it
I
goes.
did it.
Bow, 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 bow.
Ooh, 12 damage.
Oh, she doesn't want to be here. My spouse brought our tripod cat over.
Nice.
Oh, she's a sad little baby. She got it was winter, it was December, and she got someone near our vet. She climbed up in the truck to stay warm, and then the person who owned the truck didn't know there was a kitten inside, turned it on, and it ripped off her arm. So he took her to
Aw.
the vet, and they saved her, and then no one wanted her, so we took her, and she's great. She's
I'm
a
sure-
little dingus.
She probably doesn't. She's probably adapted to it by now.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty uncommon for her to do anything that makes me think she doesn't understand that she's missing her left arm. Sometimes she'll like try to cover her like litter box stuff like with her missing arm. But that's about it. Like she knows. And
Yeah.
She's really agile still. She can run really fast. Sure, her walking speed is very, very slow.
That's funny. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, because she has to kind of like when she's walking, you know, she's got both back feet, so she can take a couple steps and then she has to kind of hop with her front leg.
Mhm.
But when she's running, it's just all hopping, you know, so she's just jumping back, front, back, front. So it's really quite fine. She can go up and down stairs and. Hey, stunned. Love to see it. You know, unless you're Ninju, and then of course you probably don't. Wow, God, those protectors are happy. Well, there's the side benefit of that protector being right where it's blocking the primal wolf. Oh, it's all. Okay, that's a bold choice on that Chaos Eater to stun and Insanity the same unit.
Yeah, it's the serious business strategy.
Yeah, they're seething with rage for their allies, but they can't do anything about it. Like, if I wasn't stunned, I would kill you so bad right now. But yeah, that wolf is a little bit blocked in there now. And you got one of them, it looks like. I missed that.
Oh, it's my
Yeah,
turn now. Okay.
See his,
I thought-
aw, sad wolf corpse in the house.
Hey, so fun fact, primal wolves are ethereal. All the animal summons are, which means they can walk through obstacles.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I always forget about that. In fact, I just did that yesterday where a primal mammoth came up through my battlements and attacked my archers during a siege. I was like, oh yeah. Whoops.
It's nice when you are the primal.
So let's just go back here with this. A quick question. Aw, never got to use
my
over
headset.
channel.
Wait, you definitely used Overchannel to summon 2 primal wolves, didn't you?
No. My guy still has over channel.
Oh, your guy
It
still
never
has
got
over
used.
channel. Oh yeah, you just anima summoned. Good for
Yep.
you.
Thank you.
Good for you.
Oh, wow. 3 misfortunes. Remember that thing that we were talking about earlier about how it always takes away the worst thing?
Yeah.
I mean, I think the worst thing to take away there actually would have been stunned, because that unit is insane.
Yeah, I don't think you could save that guy because he's insane and stunned, so you have to get rid of both of those
Yeah, you have to get rid of both.
for him to be able to take a turn.
And I
I
think
would've-
it's
Actually.
I don't. This is an incredible clump of units. This fight, I think it's because of the choke point with the buildings, but I can't remember a fight ever having this many units adjacent to each other. It's just
I
like
did,
a 3 hex radius of just meat fighting.
this
each
is
other.
the weirdest looking. I'm glad we had this pasture map, but like these
is so
granaries
cool,
funneled
yeah.
everyone into one fight.
I did intentionally position to force him to go through that choke to make life harder for him.
Ooh, strengthened. Okay, so you've got a plus 50% damage Tyrant Knight with a 20% crit chance. Plus Lightning Blades, plus Fury of the Sylvan Wolf. Jesus. Oh god, I can't wait to watch him hit something.
Me too. In fact, let's watch him hit something right now.
Oh no, oh he's routing! The protector.
That's just a warrior. So
Or a
like
warrior.
the front line, my front line is gonna route very quickly because of the intimidating aura. But I think I can get some of these guys back if I kill enough, right? Like if their morale gets above 60, then I think they come back around.
I don't think they come back around from that one, though.
Yeah, if they're dead, then they're not. If they're dead, then their morale is
guys got
entirely irrelevant.
Low key, like pretty solid shit talk coming from Ninja over here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that. I think I gotta do this.
Is that the afflicted? What is that? Oh,
That was the
Afflicted,
one
yeah, okay.
that...
I'm so glad they changed disease and poison to be different icons because, like I mentioned earlier, I'm colorblind and I used to never, like, I could not tell at a glance when they both looked like the poison icon.
Oh, that was super cool.
That was a long time ago. Oh.
Nice shot.
Where's all this coming from? Oh, if they're routing, they gain 20% evasion?
Yeah, they don't take opportunity
Against-
attacks.
Yeah. Yep.
Chasing down but melee is super good when they're routing, so.
Unfortunate that I couldn't finish him off this turn. Hey, just for funsies, over channel. Wow, I don't have any CP. Crazy. Alright. Any of those condemned land? I think so. Look at that damage, though.
God, the beaters.
Ow.
God, zealots are such crazy little assholes. I love them. I always think of the what's it called? The Faith Militant from A Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah.
Like what's that? Lancel Lannister. Like he is a zealot.
Yeah.
He's a gray robed beater who's lost his mind.
Oh,
Oh,
gremlins do
perfect.
that. Funny.
Perfect.
Yeah, you never see them.
Oh, oh. So you're okay, interesting. All right, I'm stepping away from my mic for 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Do it. Freeze your own guy. Do it. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, your guy was on fire, so he could never be frozen.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, if I freeze myself, this is all upside, baby.
Oh, geez, he froze a lot of people. Have you eaten a plant once?
Yeah, I've eaten a couple of plants.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gonna waste any more unit actions on that?
Yeah.
Well done. Very well done. Oh, he got stunned.
Perfection.
Okay, I guess.
Perfection. Somehow at a 90 accuracy, my Fury was still able to blast my own unit.
Wait. Wait.
That was
How
at
did
90
that-
accuracy on the
How does that
Tyrant
even
Knight,
happen?
and I
didn't
don't know.
think I didn't think the
it-
Grays part could
I'm
miss.
looking in the combat history right here. Fury,
Oh, because
and
it's a
fumble. I got a
maybe.
fumble. I guess that it's because of morale. That's how
So
it happened. I got a
fumbles-
fumble, and then it redirected into the
Right.
Phantasm Slayer and killed.
Well, if it works the same way it did in Planetfall, a fumble would turn a hit into a graze and a graze into a miss. So if you rolled a fumble and it rolled into a miss, then it could roll into a adjacent unit. Okay,
Yeah,
that makes sense. But damn,
it's
that's not
it's
good.
rough.
Yeah.
It is rough.
It's looking like we're getting to the last turn or two here, aren't we?
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. Like, if Ninju can't get morale damage on any of my other units, then like the fact that all of my tier 1s are dead doesn't matter, because like my core still has a bunch of morale on it. Because almost all the morale damage that he's been dealing so far has been through intimidating aura, which means that it's not applying to people on the back line like at all.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Although there's a spillover. You know, like the morale loss on your front line equals an easier time getting rid of them, which equals morale loss on the next set of units.
Well, except that like the morale loss for different units dying is like of different value. Like the
Yeah.
losing a bunch of low tier units doesn't really hurt your morale that much.
No, but losing a bunch of tier 1 does, It,
Like my
does,
Chaos
it
Eater,
adds
for
up.
instance, is still at 1 morale, like right now.
Mhm.
Hey, you guys want to see
and
some damage
probably
numbers?
will still be at like 15, like -15 after this fight, I think.
How
After this-
hard could an
assuming
afflictor
it's
shoot
still
an
alive.
arrow?
Let's see. Very hard, actually. Extremely hard. Okay, very hard. Wow, rip that nymph. She's really strong, though. She's got 5 stacks of regeneration? Oh my god.
She takes like no spirit damage too.
Let's see. 4 spirit resistance and 9 resistance equals 75% spirit resistance damage. That's incredible. Nurgle, did you do that on purpose, knowing he was a wolf
No.
primal?
I didn't, like, I brought nymphs because I have warding. I have Tome of Warding, and I wanted to
Okay.
play with something other than
I was just curious,
Scalds.
I don't think there's anything wrong with seeing what your enemy is, and then
No,
Yeah.
I don't think you should reserve stuff, but like outside of like the normal reserves. But like I went
Sure.
into Tome of Fertility because I wanted to play around with Revitalize. I figured that like mass AOE clears were important, and I just didn't want to use Alchemy again.
Do I have a way of knowing if this Berserker has already used his Steadfast or not?
It has already used the Steadfast. I think there's a mark that appears on it or something like that, but it used the Steadfast last turn because that's when it went Berserk.
Okay.
yeah, it doesn't have the little Ouroboros symbol.
Yeah, like the little floating mark thing.
Why is it? Yeah, whatever.
There we go.
Yummy.
Om nom
Snap. That health bar like barely moved.
Yep.
Om nom nom.
You see, I've broken his hard exterior, and now I get to munch on the soft, gooey core.
Weird. That was a weird but accurate thing you said.
Grazed? Grazed!
Yeah, that's
Ah.
for his faction. You eat corpses.
Yeah.
Okay. Because he eats. He's an herbivore. Okay.
I chuckled,
Yeah.
but I'm on push to talk.
Yeah, Winslet is always
I'm-
on push to dock and forgets how to
my,
get there.
I'm my biggest fan. Stupid
No.
jokes and terrible trash talking are my brand.
Okay, I do have to get rid of that seduce. So there you go.
Morale routing. I'm so listen.
Got
Nurgle, I
to
love
routing.
you.
No,
Listen, I love
routing.
You, but I have to tell you that I just thought, you know that meme where the guy is getting progressively more clown makeup on, and there's like 4 different lines of text where it'll be like, you're like trying to convince yourself of something. You know what I'm talking about? That meme.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, but that's you right now with the routing thing. You're like, the morale isn't
I mean,
such
like,
a big issue. Really though,
the-
my core units are still
The
fine.
the
I
core
can do
is
this with
still
2
here. The
units.
core is
And-
still here.
Uh-oh. New turn, too many units died. Did we notice this yet?
I mean, here I think it's appropriate. Here I think too many allies died is
Alright,
an
here we go.
accurate
Let's-
description
you know
of
what, I'm
events,
gonna
but I
make the meme
think
myself.
it's still pretty small. Like,
I thought you were gonna eat that plant where the guy is sitting now, but I guess once you went there, you couldn't eat there. So
yeah,
I think that's how it works if you're occupying it.
that's my understanding. Yeah, I think the real problem that ended up here is that it was like a very, very funnily choke point in the middle of the map, which meant that Ninju could actually just like use his ranged pieces kind of indiscriminately.
Yeah, I did
I think
specifically.
it was fun to see this map,
position
but
for
I
that.
don't think this is a good one to fight on. Like the
Uh,
whoever basically whoever it has to attack has to funnel through some really crazy choke points.
I think
it's pretty
the
similar to
first.
a
I
city
think
map
you
like
needed to
that.
move aggressively a little bit earlier. I'm not sure if you would have been able to get past that during the setup
I don't
turns.
think
but...
so. I like there's because of where you start and where I start. I don't think anyone can actually like push through onto the other side of the map first, and so because of the attacker like has to like proactively attack problem, they always are going to be funneled through like these little choke points here. Even if the attacker had haste, they wouldn't be fast enough to get through those choke points and towards the defender. So I think this is a good defensive map for ranged things.
No, this is one of the less choke pointy maps that has a choke point, I think, because usually
Well, no, because like
this has
if
like
there are
a
a bunch
couple
of
choke points and then a really wide area. We're not fighting in a
yeah,
choke
but that's kind of the point. Is that like in a city where there's a lot of choke points and like tons of obscuring terrain, then the ranged units can't actually like do their ranged unit thing of blasting people like this because they literally can't, right? Like they don't have accuracy. Whereas
this guy
here,
gets
where it's a bunch
steadfast?
of yeah, I've steadfast. Whereas like here with like a bunch of
Oh,
choke
the
points
gear you
and
took.
open terrain, then it funnels troops like directly into good ranged positions, which I mean like that's fine. Like that I think having maps that are good for ranged is fun, but like this is pretty obviously not a map that is balanced. I think
So
this is very strong defensive.
I think it would be kind of difficult to get a map that would satisfy your balance requirements that isn't an empty
yeah,
field.
Steadfast
though.
came from
Like,
the
No, like I
points
think a lot of
should
the
exist in some
the starting
forest
equipment.
fights and like the just like the random grassland fights are fine because like having obscuring terrain as the choke points is a lot less disruptive than having like terrain you can't move through. Because like terrain that you like literally can't move through it's a once per turn.
Oh,
Oh,
Bummer.
that's not good for them. They're also dead. Also bad for them. Oh my god, the insanity. Oh, I love that they just keep walking up and insanity themselves. What the hell? How do you say that word?
They become insane.
random status effect, and you got insanity on a random
Pretty sure
3
it's
times this,
insanity.
4 times this game.
No, good. Looks like it didn't disconnect entirely and start a new stream.
Okay, I mean they can do that. I'm fine with that.
Oh god. They're gonna beat each other to death.
Perfect. Just the way we drew it up.
Oh my god. Well, at least they're killing each other instead of your other units that are actually useful this round.
Oh, I need to figure out who's gonna kill your boy. Obviously, these guys are gonna kill your boy. They're not even gonna move. Oh, out of sync with other players.
Out of sync. That means I went into routing.
Oh, okay.
Why
Victory.
should
Do I click
Why
reload,
would you
or-
do this?
You don't need to click reload. I'm sure when I did, but I'm sure what'll happen is we'll pop over and it'll say like your enemy is routing. Do you want to click victory?
Yeah, you guys.
Okay.
So-
I mean, I clicked exit game, and now I'm rejoining.
I'm entering combat.
Well,
Because it
Oh, it's just
happened like as
replaying.
soon as you killed the ruler. Oh
Yeah, it's
no.
replaying
All
the
right.
insanity. Okay, catching up.
So no, it seems like the fight is still here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It's everyone but that hero is routing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not quite over.
I
all
think we know
low.
the results though.
Yeah.
If you guys wanted to, I'm up for like another one. Like I'd be down to play against somebody, but I also get it. We've been streaming for a bit, and people may have plans.
Hey, I want a skirmish. Woo!
Well, I have to do my
Yay.
one-on-one with Sundrin over here. But other than that, I think I'm set to be done for today. But yeah, that was really fun to watch. And wow, what an interesting fight that was. Very interesting.
Indeed.
All right, come here.
Oh.
I'm gonna get
Oh,
you.
that's gonna be an auto, but yeah, I'm just gonna hit auto here.
You're gonna hit auto?
Wait.
Or do you want to fight
you
this?
guys
Fight
are
this?
auto
Yeah,
fighting
yeah.
your heroes against each
1v1
other.
me. 1v1 me, bro. It's gonna be crossbow versus gun.
Crossbow versus one of them is going to be able to do damage.
Oh, sorry. Crossbow versus gun plus our 2 baby boys we're gonna be bringing.
Yeah, you guys are going to be summoning and then quick stabbing a lot.
Oh, I definitely give this to crossbow boy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, crossbow
Gal.
boy actually has a chance of using their ranged attack, but
Yeah.
I mean we'll find out.
I mean, hold on. Does crossbow do more damage, or
You
does
fool.
13-6?
No, but
You know,
Mage Lock
whatever
just
is-
like you can't do
Yes.
anything with.
Banshee.
Mage Lock does fires and once per combat maybe.
Okay. No!
Maybe.
85% chance. Why? They rolled a 5 and a 4.
Oh no. Well, I mean, we'll see how this goes.
Oh, you garbage banshees. You're garbage.
Wow, I don't have any good spells. That's nice.
You were a fool to challenge.
Oh,
me.
your range is that far on this thing? Okay. I thought it was closer. That's your movement.
You're
Right?
Wait,
overconfident
who's
is your
Sundrin?
weakness.
Me.
Winslayer.
I am Sundrin forever.
Yours.
This should be like you just move forward and use Twin Awakening. Like your guy can kill the summon no problem. You're gonna have spirit damage.
Okay, but imagine how wet that Tide Spirit is.
Yeah, for sure.
So -4 frost resistance makes him 0. Fuck.
Hey guys, so I kind of got to get going. I assume if I
yeah,
exit,
it's
it's
fine.
not going to mess with this little show match.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Sounds
And if
good.
it does.
Cool.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's fucking around.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, see you guys later.
See ya.
All right. See ya.
See, man.
Later.
I have a feeling that the build I built might be a bit strong. So I don't know if Walker, you're up for it. If you want to, we can try it out. I could try it and fight one of these other guys with one of my other builds. I have a
Gun.
few.
Who
Like
do
Sedge.
we have here? Because it is 2:00. Like we could probably do another skirmish, but it would need to be on the faster side.
Fortunately, guys, I think I might go on a long bike ride.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no, then we'll just kind of do our thing and
Yeah,
Be
I'm,
chill.
I'm happy
If
with
I-
this. I'm gonna head out after this. I think.
I messed
that's
up and
fair.
I didn't get in early enough. I didn't jump on early enough. I slept in like a.
Oh, you goober! How dare you sleep in?
I know. It's not very capitalist of me.
Yeah, you gotta get on that grind set. I think I got up at 11, so that was pretty late for me. I think I didn't go to bed till like 3 because I was up watching True Crime playing Dark Tide. Wait, so that whole battle was pointless.
yeah, no, you got damage on me.
How did the Tide Spirit die without actually attacking anything?
I summoned him
What
too
the
early.
fuck?
I summoned him too
Oh.
early.
Oh my god, I can't do anything because I'm fucking.
Come here.
No, you come here.
No, you come here.
No, you come here. All right, I'm gonna get behind this rock. Fuck you. Go.
No, you come here.
No, you come here. I'm ending my turn. You come here.
Oh.
If we fuck around long enough, can we resummon? No, it's once per battle. Dang it. But my gun isn't once per battle. Prepare for gun. No, don't stab me. Generation. Gross. Ah!
Are you guys seriously gonna use quick stab on each other at 6
What?
damage a
No.
pop for the next
Do this?
15 years?
I
Oh!
have gun.
Oh,
You
I
have
misplayed.
gun.
He's got a sprint. How did I not see that?
Yeah, he's gonna sprint you. Oh my god, you're
I'm
done.
dead.
You're done. You're done, Winslow. You finished.
Probably, yeah.
I can't believe our elemental and undead battle was completely pointless. I think I did like 8 damage to your hero or something with the banshee call, and that was it. Then they died. Ow! Ow! Fuck! It hurts. Jesus.
Oh my
shit.
god. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
4 regeneration stacks just clowns on you, huh?
Does
Yeah.
it?
All right, fire! Fire the gun! Bam! Fucking die! I like how you have a million buffs and debuffs. I'm just neutral. Ow. Shit, my fragile bird body.
There's no. I mean, there's really no rush.
Wait, did I actually win this? Are you gonna kill me here?
No, I mean, I think I have to get a crit, which isn't possible. I don't have anything that can give me that. Bam! Gun!
Victory is mine! I thought you had me for a second there.
Yeah, well, you had that spell you had, I think, was the clincher.
Totally
Yeah,
something I
eight.
planned for.
Four stacks of regen was a bit too much, or 5
Yeah,
stacks.
4 stacks of regen eats you. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Good
That'll
skirmish.
probably win a lot of 1v1s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's an incredible ability to take 5 musket shots to the face.
Yeah, Sunder's a
Yeah,
beast,
well,
dude.
you know, magic does magical things.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. I've got magical bullet protection.